What's up, guys? I'm Fewerdan. Welcome back. Hope you've all been well. And as you can see, today I've got another Call of Duty Ghost gameplay for you. It's not really what I want to talk about. Using this gun, the DLC gun, which I can't remember what it's called because I can never remember anything when I'm doing a commentary. For some reason, my mind goes completely blank. But anyway, I've just been swapping it around, trying to use something different. Playing on this new map, which I think is called... I can't actually remember what it's called either. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't really matter. But no, I have a half decent game here. I think I go 22 for 5 or something like that. But that's not really important. What I want to talk about today is the World Cup. Obviously, the World Cup is starting tonight, and I've actually got my TV on now, and I'm actually looking at the teams coming out onto the pitch. So I'm going to do this commentary really quick because I want to watch the first game, which is between Brazil and Croatia. I don't know if you guys are into football or maybe you're American and you don't really follow football or soccer as you call it. Maybe you don't really follow it, but obviously for us English people, obviously football is quite a big thing, quite a big deal. And you know, on a day-to-day basis, I probably don't follow my team, which is West Ham. I don't really follow them too much because I'm always working, but I always keep my eye on the results and see how they're doing, etc. But when it's a World Cup, I always try and make an effort to watch as many games as possible, even if it's not England playing. And being an English supporter is probably not one of the easiest things in the world to do, because I don't know if you know, England generally tend to suck quite a lot, really. Even though they have some really good players, excuse me, even though there's some really good players, we do tend to suck a little bit. And to get my revenge on this guy sitting here, what the fuck are you doing? At least move. So yeah, we don't always have the best of luck. You know, we do. Sometimes we play well, but we don't always seem to gel well. I don't know why that is. And our first game is on Saturday. I think it's like something like 11 o'clock at night, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Quite late, obviously, because the time difference between us and Brazil. I don't know if you've been watching any of the coverage. I've started watching it for the last half hour, 40 minutes or so, and it was quite. I didn't realise there'd been so many protests and stuff out in Brazil, which is not particularly great when there's a World Cup going on, which I can kind of understand, you know, with the kind of what they're trying to get, that a lot of money being spent out there. But you know, it should be a thing of bringing people together. But you know, I don't know all the country's politics and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, so let me know who you support if you're English. If you support, I don't know, Spain, they're another one that could go and win the World Cup. They won it last year, and actually I was not last year, last 4 years ago they won it, and I was actually lucky enough to be on holiday in Lanzarote, which is one of the islands of Spain, and it was a wicked atmosphere. And I've also been lucky enough to be on holiday in Greece when Greece won the Euros, which again was another amazing time, honestly. Even though we got knocked out in that World Cup in that Euro by Portugal, I believe it was. It was still good atmosphere to be out in the country when they've actually managed to win something. So yeah, I've been in Spain and I was in Greece, and it was a wicked time, honestly. People going mental, driving around their cars, whipping their horns. It was just mental. In both countries, that is, as well. And that's in both countries. But you've got to be looking at kind of Brazil, one of the favourites to win it. Got to be on their home turf. They're probably never going to get another chance to be playing in their home. You know, their home, and to try and win the World Cup at home has got to be like, you know, to win the World Cup anyway is going to be a massive thing. But to win it at home, you know, you're never going to get another chance to do that, not in their lifetimes anyway. So that would be a massive thing for them. Obviously Spain, like I said. Who else? Italy, who we're going to go against on our first game, like I just said. That again, you know, they've got to be, you know, Italy are a decent side. Argentina. We've also got Uruguay in our group, I think, as well. They're going to be another team that could, you know, all the South American teams are pretty decent, or a lot of them are pretty decent anyway. But let me know in the comments who you support, who you think is going to win the World Cup. Do you watch the World Cup? Do you watch football, or are you not really that bothered about it? You know, for me being English, like I said, it's quite a big thing watching football. Obviously, when I watch other people on YouTube that do, like, when Thunder talks about like American football and stuff like that, or baseball or anything, I have no idea what these guys are talking about because I don't follow it at all. It's not a kind of national sport for us here. So, you know, a national sport for us is kind of football. It's something that, you know, a lot of us have grown up with, and something that we all enjoy watching. And it's just a wicked time. And the World Cup as well. I just love watching the World Cup. Doesn't matter where it is, what team are playing. I just love watching the games. I mean, do you guys watch any of the games? Do you not? You're not that bothered? I mean, there's one good thing about it being in Brazil is that the time, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours difference, which means that when some of the games start, I'll actually be finished work. So like when England play on Saturday, I'll actually be able to watch it because I should be finished work by then and be able to get home, get some beers in. Oh, you've got to have a beer while you're watching the World Cup as well. You just got to have a beer while you're watching the World Cup. We did it, I think it was the Euros a couple of years ago, and I managed to get a few friends round and watched England play. I think the game we watched is when we got knocked out, which is not surprising, like I said, because sometimes we just play absolutely terrible. Sometimes we play amazing. If anyone remembers, I don't know what World Cup it was, when Michael Owen first came on the scene and scored that amazing goal against Argentina. Oh, that was so good. I mean, we have had some brilliant players for England. I mean, like Paul Gascoigne as well. What an amazing player he was. And it's funny because obviously anytime there's like a World Cup on, you always get these kind of programs before the World Cup's on, saying about how, you know, I watched the top 19 best players with Paul Gascoigne and Gary Lineker and some of the other guys, John Barnes, and then I watched the top like 30 odd goals, and I watched the top 39 worst moments for England. It's just so funny. Anyway guys, look, I hope you liked the video. I'll go 24 for 5. And let me know who you think's going to win the World Cup. Do you watch any of the games? Who do you support? Let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, and give me a thumbs up and a like rating, all that good stuff. Then what's going on with my words. And I'll catch you all soon. Take it easy. Enjoy the World Cup.